Hey guys, awesome Mitrione here, the creator and one of the stars of Hush. I really hope this is focused because I don't know if it is right now, and if it's not, well, oh my gosh, these bugs. Okay, so this was an interesting Q&A because only 2 people entered it, but it's okay because there's actually a lot of questions between the 2 of you, and you know what? As long as someone's asking a question, that's fine. Okay, so obviously this is the Q&A for the upcoming SH reveal. Okay, so there's a lot of questions. The first, like, 12, well, the first, like, 19 are from Kuba_Lukazik. Maybe I pronounced your name correctly by now. If not, I'm sorry. I know it's been 2 years. I'm still doing my best. Okay, so his first question is, which characters are there going to be in 205? I can't answer that question, just because I don't want to, like, because if I tell you who's going to be in it, then it'll be easier for you to figure out who SH is, obviously, so I'm not going to tell you, but what I will tell you is that there will be characters in it. Question number 2, will Sarah appear in flashbacks in 205? Maybe this is why no one enters the Q&A, because I never answer any actual questions. This is a question I also don't want to answer because, I don't want to say if she's going to be in any flashbacks in 205 just because, like I said, I want you guys to be surprised with a lot of things, so I really want to leave a lot of things open-ended, but I will answer some of these questions, I promise. Question number 3, is the episode a usual length, around 20 to 30 minutes, or is it longer than usual? Well, fun fact, 20 to 30 minutes is not the normal length for Hush. What you've been seeing in Season 2 for the most part, like, lengths that are, 20 to 30 minutes long with the first 3 episodes, that's abnormal for the show. My aim for, like, running length for the show was always 15 minutes. So, like, in Season 1, the average running time was, like, about 15 minutes. That's what I always said the average was. So, like, episode 1 of Season 1 was 16 minutes, episode 2 was 14, episode 3 was 13, episode 4 was actually 15, episode 5, 18, a little longer, and episode 6 was 9 minutes, a little shorter than usual, but I only write what I think should be in the episode. So, episode 4 of Season 2, which was 12 minutes, is actually about the normal length for a webisode, so it's actually going to be normal length. It might be 15 minutes, give or take, you know, plus or minus a couple minutes, but it's not going to be 20 or 30 minutes like the first 3 episodes of the season, so it'll be normal length, which is an average, which is about 15 minutes. Okay. Question 4. How long have you shot the webisode? Well, if I'm being honest, the very first shot of this webisode was in May of 2017. But I can't really say that was the real shooting, like, first day of shooting for that show, because I was just getting a shot of a location that I knew I wanted to use as an exterior for a certain place, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to go back there. So I used it. So, like, I've had this webisode planned for 2 years, so, you know, that wasn't even 2 years ago, so of course I was able to have that planned already, but, yeah, but, if we're talking, like, principal shooting, when, like, a lot of the cast members was there, it was like a main shooting day for the show. The first principal photography shooting day, or principal photography day, was in December of 2017. So I shot my final, like, the last scene for this, so August of 2018. Yeah. Question 5. What was the cast reaction for finding out who SH is? Emma's reaction was, she was like, I knew it was that person. Yeah, she knew it was that person. She had a feeling. I'm not sure if it was her final theory, but she knew it was that person. Alex and Kaitlyn was like, oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. I was like, oh, she was like, when she found out who it was, she was like, yeah, that makes sense. And I think Alex was kind of like the same way. And I knew who it was, obviously. So yeah. Question 5. What was the cast, question 6. What was SH's reaction when he/she found out that they are SH? Well, it's really hard not to give away the gender. Okay, when I told the person that their character was SH, they were really excited. Like, they were really happy. They were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you picked me. Like, I can't believe it's me. They were so excited, because I told them a while in advance. Like, I told them, August of 2017, that their character, I told them a while in advance, like months before we started shooting their scenes, that they were SH, so they knew for a while. They were the first person to know, actually. Are there any flashbacks in 205? That's a question again I don't want to answer just because I kind of want you guys to be surprised, but 205 will definitely give you a lot of answers, so be excited for that. A lot of answers, like the most answers. This webisode has the most answers out of any webisode yet, so be excited. Will we know the whole story of SH, the motive, and how they did what they did? Yeah, you're gonna know. Like, you're gonna see the face of the person, you're gonna see the name, you're gonna get their story, you're gonna get their motive, you're gonna know why they did what they did, you're gonna know how they did a lot of their things, like they're going to explain how they did, like a lot of the things they did, like how they pulled off a lot of the stuff, and why they even did some of the stuff, like why they did some of the things, like why SH did some stuff. So you're gonna get a lot of answers in this, and you're really gonna know pretty much what you need to know about SH up until this point, so it's exciting. Oh, and an extension of the question was the motive and how they did what they did. So yeah, like I said, you're gonna know the motive, how they did everything. Yeah. Will the clues for SH that we were given through the 2 seasons be featured in like a special video after 205? Yes, I've actually planned this idea for a while, where I'm gonna do like a special video that has like all the lists, that has like all the clues from every single webisode, even some clues that weren't in the webisode. Maybe I just posted on Instagram like, hey, this is a clue regarding SH's identity. I don't know if I actually ever did that, but if I did, I'll look back at my post and I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll include that in like the video. Like every single clue for SH thus far will be in a video, and that way you can go back and watch and be like, whoa, that makes so much sense, because literally all the clues make sense. Even now, you're like, if you piece them together, you're like, oh, this person is SH. So, will someone die in 205? Again, that is a question I don't want to answer, but the characters get in some dangerous stuff in 205. Things get pretty dangerous, so I'll see what happens. When did you know who SH is? Was it before the pilot, after, or maybe even later? I knew who SH was from the very beginning. The identity was never changed. It was always this person. I planned this from the very beginning. So that's why I was able to put clues in from the very beginning. I'm not gonna lie, there's not any clues in the first webisode to SH's identity. I'm gonna tell you all the webisodes to go back and rewatch before the reveal. So like, I'll post something on Instagram a couple times where it's like, hey, go watch these group of webisodes, like these 3 or 4. They have the most clues for SH's identity, so go watch them. I'm gonna do that. I think I wanted to do that, but like even like the day I planned the whole, when obviously you guys remember the show was originally supposed to be like a slasher show, where it's like characters die all the time, and there was a serial killer opposed to like a stalker, SH. But then when I was like, oh, I kind of want to make it this concept, like an homage to PLL, basically, I was like, okay. And then I created all the characters, I created the 4 main characters, and I came up with all that, and then I was like, yeah. And then that person's going to be SH, and that's going to be their motive. And so, like, I knew the motive, I knew the person from the very beginning. So yeah, even before I casted, is it cast or casted? Whatever, it's casted for now. Even before I casted the first person in the show, I knew who SH was. So, literally from the very beginning, I knew who SH was. So, and that was like 2.5 years ago, maybe a little more than that. So, I've known for a while. Will SH's identity reveal will SH's identity reveal answer some of the questions regarding Sarah's death? This is a question I don't think I want to answer, because like I said, we still don't know if SH is Sarah's killer or not. So you're gonna find that out in this webisode as well, if they're the same person or not. Like, you're gonna know finally. So that's exciting. What is yours, Austin's, because I mean he's talking about me, favorite character out of the main 4 and out of the recurring characters? Well, out of the main characters, you would probably think it's my character, Jace, but it's not. My favorite character out of the main characters is actually, Hannah. I love writing Hannah's character. I think she's the most developed, she's the most interesting character out of the 4 main characters. I love writing lines for her. I love giving her subplots and storylines, especially with Sam and everything. I think Emma is definitely the most talented actor / actress on the show. So when I'm able to give her like lines that I know she can deliver, and then she delivers them the way I want her to, if not better sometimes, or in a way that I like even more than what I had originally planned, I'm like, wow. And this is why I casted you in this role as a main character, because I needed your acting skills. So yeah, it's definitely my favorite character is Hannah. I love her character. Her character is so special to me. Definitely Hannah. Out of the recurring characters, probably, there's a couple. I would say Sarah, because don't forget that Sarah is a recurring character. She's not a main character. I mean, you know, she may not be in the show as much as a lot of the other recurring characters because of what happened to her in the series premiere, obviously, you know. It's the whole mystery of her character in the show, but, the main mystery of who killed her, but, it's definitely Sarah. I mean, she's the most interesting character, I think, out of... There's a train really going by right now. Yeah, favorite recurring character is definitely Sarah. I love her. She's the most interesting, and whenever I get to write a Sarah flashback or film a Sarah flashback and edit it, I think it's so much fun. I love Sarah. Definitely my favorite recurring character. I can't get enough of her. I love it. Also, Bianca, such a talented actress, so whenever I get to write stuff for her, I'm so excited, because she literally is the perfect Sarah. Like, I could not have picked anyone else to be Sarah than her. How will you be able to film now since you are in college? What a great question. We're still trying to figure that out, but what I'm doing right now is, like, I'm coming home a lot. Like, I'm only 90 minutes from where I live, like, where we film the show, my hometown. Like, I'm only 90 minutes away, and sometimes it's not even 90 minutes, because, like, sometimes traffic's not that bad, so I'll get home in, like, 70 minutes or something. Like, if I ever, like, I do want to plan at least one weekend where I get to film as much as possible, and I have Thanksgiving break for a few days, and I have winter break for a couple weeks in December and January, and I have spring break too, so, like it's gonna be tougher than ever, but, like, it's possible. Like, it's definitely doable. Like, I didn't wanna, like, we're so behind, it's not even funny. Like, this webisode, the reveal, was supposed to come out in, like, August or September of last year. That's how behind we are. So, yeah, it's really bad. Like, I wasn't supposed to continue the show into college. Like, it was supposed to be over by now, fun fact. So, yes, we're just gonna go with the flow. See what college brings. Hope for the best, to be honest. But, it's definitely doable. I know it's doable. I have an idea of how I'm gonna do it. You know, during school breaks, I'm gonna try to come and visit a couple weekends during the school year. We're still gonna film. We're still gonna do it. Did the cast suspect the person who turned to be SH for being SH? At some point, some of the cast members did. I would say most of the cast members didn't, if I'm being honest. And that includes the recurring characters, but then again, I didn't ask a lot of the recurring characters what their theory was. Like a couple, maybe one of the cast members' final theories, but, yeah. What made you choose the theme song for Hush? Well, I found the song on YouTube one day, and I was like, wow, this is a really good song, and the more I listened to it, the more I really liked it, and I still love it. I love it. Like, I love it. Like, the more I listened to it, the more I loved it, and I still love it to this very day. I love listening to the full version. You can find the full version on YouTube. It's like over 5 minutes. It's called Evil by Shovels and Rope. They're a group. They're a low-key group. They literally get, like, almost no views on YouTube, but they're great. Well, I haven't listened to all their music, but they're good. Evil's my favorite song by them. But yeah, I found it on YouTube. I was like, wow, this could be the theme song. And it's like a theme song you wouldn't normally see on a show like this, so I was like, let's do it. Can you give us any lines from 205? Yes. Actually, I'll give you some right now, and then I'm gonna give you some more. Like, I'm gonna post lines as well. I'm just gonna go through the script in random spots and see if I can, like, show you what I can do. Okay. One line is, "You guys, where is she?" Another line is, "What time is it?" That's actually a very important line in the show, so it doesn't sound important, but that's why I said it right now. Another line is, "To play with our lives." Someone says that in a questioning way. Another line is, "Why are we in the middle of the woods?" Yeah, next question. Can you give us titles for 206 and 207? I'm so ready to give you the titles for 206 and 207. Once 205 premieres, I'm going to post 206 and 207's titles on Instagram. I'm going to announce them. They're the last two episodes of season 2, so thank God we're almost done. Not because I don't love the show, we're just so behind, that's why I'm like this. So yes, but I'm not going to tell you them now, because I have my format, I have my pattern of when I post things, I have my promotional concept in my own head, the way I do things. So I'm going to release them soon, I promise though. But yeah, and that's all of Koopa's questions. There's just a couple more by one other person. Okay, this is from It's Noah Evans, longtime fan of the show. His first question is, does some crazy shit go down in the last few episodes? I don't know if you're including webisode 5 in this, or if you're just talking about webisode 6 and 7, but I'm going to assume you're talking about webisode 5 as well, just because it's like one of the last webisodes of the season. But yeah, some pretty crazy stuff does go down, like probably some of the craziest stuff of the series, especially in webisodes 5 and webisode 7. Webisode 6 isn't as crazy as those two, but some pretty crazy stuff does go down overall in the last 3 webisodes. Literally, I think it is the craziest stuff of the series yet. Like, obviously, it's the reveal webisode, so obviously some crazy stuff's going to go down in webisode 5, and webisode 7 is the season finale, so obviously some crazy stuff's going to go down. But, yeah, really crazy stuff. Can you tease what happens? I guess you're talking about the last few episodes overall, and I'm going to include webisode 5 in that. Well, obviously, webisode 5 is the reveal, so you're going to get the SH reveal, and this isn't a cop-out. You're going to know the person's name, their face, their story, their motive, everything. Like, this isn't a cop-out. You're going to know who SH is. This isn't a fake SH where it's like, oh, and then at the very end, it's like, actually, that was just a cover-up for the real SH. No, this is SH. Like, this is the person that's been doing everything from the very beginning. And in webisode 6, I don't want to give away too much of what happens in that webisode, nor webisode 7, because they're kind of secretive at the moment, until webisode 5 comes out. Then I can talk a lot more about them. But basically, webisode 5 and 6, what I can say for that is they really set up the future of the show. Like, what happens from, like, webisode 5 is the reveal of SH. Like, basically, one of the main storylines, if not really the main storyline from the beginning, like what the characters have been working towards from almost the very beginning. What happens in webisodes 6 and 7 really sets up for the future of the show from here on out. From webisode 6 of season 2 till the very end of the series is really what the show is going to be about, kind of. Yeah, so really webisode 6 and 7 really set up for the future of the show. You're gonna, especially by webisode 7, you're really gonna know what the future of the show's about once that webisode is out. That's all I can say, and those were all the questions that were asked. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and don't forget, the SH reveal webisode is going to be out either at the very end of this week or next, or sometime early next week. Probably more so next week, just because I want to release a promo and a couple promos, and I'm so very excited for you guys to find out who it is. It's been 2 years in the making, over 2 years in the making. I'm so very excited. This show has been so much fun, and please keep watching. We're not done yet. The show, like, the best things about the show are just around the corner. You think I'm kidding? No, the show is going to get even better. Future webisodes that I've written are so insane. It's crazy. I'm so excited for you guys to see the future of the show. And I can't wait for you guys to finally find out who SH is.